100 nights, no rest, no break. Dreams on my mind, but my hands still ache. Bands in the safe, cash on the low. Build it from the ground, watch the empire grow. Empty fridge, now the table stacked. Used to pray for change, now I'm counting racks. The grind don't stop, no pause, no wait. Bands in the safe, that's my favorite.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Monday, welcome to the week. It is Monday the 18th of May 2026, and boy oh boy what a day it was. We've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to go over the results of Delta Breaks, of course, and I've got a few things to show you. It's going to be a good fun day. So without any further ado, let's jump on in to the daily review, shall we? Here we go. What a day, what a day. So nice price action, kind of all over the place, really, wasn't it? And if we look at the results here, first things first, I've done a slight rearrange of things because I realised I didn't actually have them in the right order. Throughout the night, we get Asia first, then London, then New York. So I've rearranged the order. Asia's now at the bottom. And Asia did great. I also traded Asia throughout the night, just left it on automation. Did good. And London, look at London. He's finally started showing up. Ever since we did the daily trailing update, man, London's starting to show up. Maybe that's the secret that it needed. Maybe it was just having a bad couple of days when we first started tracking it individually. I don't know, but London starting to show up. And New York, man, I'll be real. New York was a bit kind of a shitter today. It started off great. There was a really cool trade in here. And then it started taking a lot of losses. I mean, look at the win rate, 50%. It lost 10 trades today. And so it started off awesome. Then it started taking a whole bunch of losses all throughout here. And around about here, it managed to get break even. So it's like, okay, it does recover. And it slowly kind of worked its way back. But just it was a bit of a messy day, not going to lie. And then we got a nice trade here, which was really good. And then we got this absolute killer where you can see the structure shifted. It got into a buy. And this happened. I've seen this happen a few times where we get like these crazy pumps towards the end of the day. And price just sends it, and this one single trade did $4,000. One single trade, $4,000. That's why you need to just give the system the room it needs to let itself play out. Its edge is real, and over tens, 50s, hundreds of trades, it will always come out on top because the edge is there. The reason why I love automation and why I went down the automation route to begin with, I mean, I've been doing it for years now at this point, was because my emotions mess with my head when I'm trading in the day. The amount of times over the times I've screwed myself because I've gone, oh, I don't like it, and I've just turned it off and tried to do it manually, and I've messed it up, or I've missed the move, or something like that. I've done it so many times, and now I only trade automated because I just get in my own way. And I know where my weaknesses are, and I know where my strengths are. So I lean into the strengths and I avoid the weaknesses. And this is a perfect example. It's kind of ironic I say that. I didn't catch this move because I wasn't actually trading at this time. I secured my Asia profits for the day, and didn't trade London because I'm not fully convinced on London yet, even though it's looking good. But I didn't trade New York because of something really funny. I made a typo in my settings, which we're going to go and have a look at as well in here. But in here, the account, I typoed the M and the O the wrong way round. So the trades today in New York were being sent, but they weren't being placed because I had the wrong account number, which is just me being a spaz, not checking my work. So I always got to check your settings. So yeah, it sucks to be me. But the first half of the day, I missed out on about $1,600. Price ended up giving a lot of it back, but then it just absolutely sent it in the end of the day. So I was like, okay, whatever. Shortly after, about an hour into the day, when I realized I'd made a typo, all my numbers were off. At that point, I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do it today. I'll just turn it off today, and I'll just try again tomorrow. Knowing when not to trade is a big strength in this environment. So don't get the FOMO in times like this. It doesn't matter. There's always another trade, and there will be plenty of trades. I mean, look, we made 20 trades in New York alone today. 15 in Asia, 13 like nearly 50 trades over the 3 sessions today. There will always be more trades, guys. An absolutely crazy day. $9,000 today. And this is across all 3 sessions, not including funded. Funded is a quick get in, make some money and get out thing. That's kind of its own thing. But these 3 settings here, $9,000 in one day. Absolutely wild. Now, that's not been happening every day, for sure. We've had a bit of a rough patch lately as we kind of do this. I don't know, the market's like it's trying to top right now, but it just doesn't want to because everyone's waiting for it to. I don't know, it's weird. Plus, we're going into the cycle low at the moment. And, it is what it is. But, like I said, the edge is there. You got to be able to just take the red days when they happen. They're going to happen in all systems. You're going to have a red day from time to time. But over the last couple of weeks, this system's gone from strength to strength. I'm very happy with these sort of results. The fact that London is showing up, and showing up in a big way now, I think that's a real tell here, because it's been a bit of a shitter. It's been the weakest session of the day by far. Well, what can I say? The numbers speak for themselves, really. $9,015 today. And I did the maths as well, with the recovery from today and how it's been doing. This system, since May, keeping in mind we didn't track Asia and London for the first week of May, so far, it's made $28,765 this month. And we still got a week and a half left to go. So, yeah, big improvements. Very happy with the results. And this actually leads me on. Let's go and have a look at those results right now, shall we? Ta-da, here we go. So, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Cool. Again, slight rearrangement. Asia is now at the bottom. Then we go to London. Then we go to New York. And funded is its own thing at the top. And same within the results table, we got London. So Asia over on the right side, London, New York, and New York funded there. And this, you can see here we got the new update, which was last Friday when I introduced the trailing stop loss for the accounts, which is designed to hold on to the profits that we make so that we can stop having these big red days, because without a doubt, these red days, they were way too over the top. We can't be having that. Absolutely not. So, yeah, it's been a busy month, really, hasn't it? But yeah, it's absolutely sending it now. We're just closing in on $30,000 for May, and we still got a week and a half to go. So, very excited to see what the end results for this month end up being. Let the edge play out. And you can see it's really active. It's, 20 trades, 14 trades, 16 trades, 11, 13, 20 trades. That's just in New York each day. All right. Usually either 7, 17, 9, 16, 6, 13 trades. Even in London, even in Asia, around about the same sort of number. So it's a very active system. And because of these results we had in London, I'm still not convinced on London. But if this continues, if say by the end of May, this daily stop loss update is what London clearly needed, maybe there's a reason, justification to bring London into the trading day, because so far I'm personally only trading Asia and New York at the moment. Just kind of let it do its thing, other than when I'm doing bug testing and whatnot, doing the whole developer thing. But yeah, what can I say? Here's the numbers. Pause and have a look, because it's been getting really good. Been getting really, really good. So, moving on. You know what? As I say that, I've just realised there's a couple little mistakes on here. Look here, I haven't flipped over my win rates. God damn it! All right, give me a quick second. I'll get the proper one. We can have a look at that. There we go. That's better. Let's see. So London. Okay, so London's win rate was right, 61.8%, and Asia's sending it. Look at that, 81.81%. Over 77 trades, 68 trades, and 116 trades, with a just shy of 70% win rate for New York. Very, very good. Very good. And yeah, just closing in on $29,000 for the month of May so far. We're only halfway through. Okay, so that leads me to the dev bench. Let's talk about some updates I have made today. So, first things first, I have cleaned up the menu. it is now in a slightly different order. All your visual stuff is exactly the same as it was, but it's at the bottom of the menu now. We have a much smaller, cleaner news events section. I've taken all those drop-down menus because we're never actually going to change them, so it's kind of a waste of time having them in the menu. They're all hard-coded. Nothing's changed. It's all just been removed from the menu. Then we have the alerts setting, again, exactly the same as it was. And at the top here, risk and the time setup criteria stuff. But there is one additional feature we've got in here now. Here, break even plus fee allowance. So earlier, I was looking at this, and since getting this all up and running and being a bit more, using it a bit more every single day, the actual numbers that are in the results here haven't been including fees. And that's not been so bad for me because, one, I'm on the 150k accounts, and I'm trading Lucid right now, and they have the lowest fees of all the prop firms going. So I didn't really think much of it, to be honest, which is a little bit of an oversight on my part. But I was talking to a newer member yesterday and today, just helping them get set up and making sure they're all good. And we were reviewing their trades today, and their fees were huge proportionally because they're on a 50k for Tradingview, and they paid as much, if not a little bit more, in fees than I did on a 150k. And I was like, okay, something's up here. What's going on? So we looked into it, and I didn't realize how much of a difference it makes when it comes to the fees and commissions between each prop firm. So I have added this row in here, and this is for you guys to add depending on what prop firm you're trading on. And this will adjust the numbers in here to be not 100% because that's going to be very difficult platform to platform, but very much closer. In fact, I would say it's like 99%, maybe 98%, whatever. Certainly close enough, absolutely close enough here to what your actual numbers are. A lot more accurate. And you can adjust this depending on what prop firm you are using. So there you go. Here we go. Take a look at this. So here are your main prop firms, right? And I will over this week. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to do to make everyone's lives easier when it comes to keeping up with the settings and all this sort of stuff. Short version is I'm going to make a Discord for everyone. If you've got Delta Breaks or if you've got any of my indicators at all, you will have access to this Discord. I need to finish building it. I've never really used Discord quite extensively, so I've got a little bit of learning to do for all the channels and whatnot. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple of channels in there for each indicator, with all the settings in there as they come default for each account size. So I know that all my defaults have been coming for 150Ks, and a lot of you guys trade 50Ks. So, how do you adjust it? Well, I'm going to account for that. I'm going to make some channels that will have all of this information in there. You just have to go to that channel. It will always be updated with the most recent settings. So anyway, for now, if you're trading Tradingview, you can see their fees much higher than everyone else's. Take profit much lower than everyone else's. Take profit kind of taking the cake here. So with this new setting that I've added, let me put it on over here. It's kind of in the way. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller just so we can actually have a proper look at it. There we go. So this setting here, break even plus fee allowance. For Tradingview, you want 4 ticks, and this is done in points, which I know is a little bit annoying, but for each 0.25, like 0.25, that's 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, and 1 point is 4 ticks. So for me, I'm trading Lucid Trading at the moment, so for me it's 2. So I put it at 0.5. That means it's going to slightly move the break-even point and the trailing stop loss for each trade, and it will automatically account for the costs. And it will, instead of the costs of each trade being paid for out of the profits, it's going to basically trade it so you don't have to pay them at all. It's just going to go actually break even. And these are the numbers that you need for it. So it's either 3 or 1 or 2. 4 if you're playing Tradingview. So if you're on Tradingview, you need to put this to 1. Like that. And all your numbers in the dashboard will adjust and update to it, and it will be better for you moving forward and a lot more accurate. And there is something else you need to do this. You need to actually change the ATM settings in NinjaTrader if you're using the automation. And that is very, very simple to do. It is one number. So I'll show you a quick screenshot of it here. Okay, there we go. You should see my my VPS now. So I'll load this up again and actually just show you from the start. So in NinjaTrader on your VPS or wherever you've got your NinjaTrader set up and running, you go New, Chart, and if you've already got a chart open, that's fine. You can do it any way you want, but load up MNQ or NQ. It doesn't really matter what chart you want. The Chart Trader icon, click that, and click the middle option, Chart Trader. That will bring up the little panel on the right side here. Doesn't matter about the account. What you want, ATM strategies, where we originally set them up when you first got the system. Select Delta Breaks, and then click here, says Edit. That brings up here the actual strategy itself. Well, it's just the trailing stop loss strategy we want to make the edit for. Click in there. That brings up this page here. See where it says plus 0? That's the number we change. So for me, where I was using Lucid Trading, where I'm using Lucid Trading right now, click up 1, 2. That's what I click on. And instead of clicking OK, you need to save the template. Save it under the exact same name. Don't change the name. Save and overwrite it. Yes. Then you can click OK. You haven't changed anything in the actual strategy here. It was just the trailing stop loss setting that we've changed. Click OK. That's it. That is the only thing you need to change on the NinjaTrader side of things. So going back to Tradingview, in your... And I'm going to put this update out tonight. So you'll have it probably by the time you're watching this, it'll probably be available. You should see a little purple icon next to the indicator there. Just click that and it'll say update over there and it'll do it for you. And you'll have this in there. So for me, 2 is 0.5. Okay, and just trying to think, is there anything else? No, I think that's really it for today. The only other things that I can think to mention is that I am going to do the 4 indicator update, but I'm going to probably have to wait until the weekend because there's quite a bit to that. I'm basically making 3 new indicators and I've got to link them all through WAP and make sure that's all done correctly through the listings I've got there. And WAP's kind of a bit funky these days. They stopped Tradingview support a couple of months back, so when things go wrong, you're kind of on your own, which is not very helpful. But I'm going to do that at the weekend just to make sure it's done correctly so that by next week, you'll be able to go into your indicators invite only and you'll see 4 versions and they'll be listed like they are here. There'll be a funded one with all the funded defaults. New York with all New York, all the settings, all the times, all the daily stop loss ranges that we set for each one will all be in there. And like I said, I might do it by the end of this week. I'll, at the very, very least, do it by the end of the weekend. Honestly, right now, I want to get this Discord made so that you guys can come in there and we can actually work together. Because currently I've got a group of you guys who are all helping me kind of just keep an eye on things, and we're checking settings and making sure everyone's good and it's all working fine. But it's definitely going to be a lot easier for us to all have just one kind of central chat location where we can all talk and help each other out. And confirm stuff and just kind of, get used to this whole new system, because I appreciate that it's new to all of you guys. And I've had to make some updates lately, but I mean, look at these results we've been getting. It's absolutely sending it. I mean, April did 22,000, I think it was, on the old settings. You know what? I've got the old one here. Is this the original release? I think it is. It's not the original one. Let me load up the original one. I'm interested to see what happens now. Wow, now that's interesting. The original version was a loss of nearly $1,600 today. Well, how about that? So the version of this indicator that made 22,000 last month lost in quite a big way today. And the new version just absolutely sent it and made money across the board. I mean, what can I say, right? What can I say? All right, I'm just gonna go around in circles if I continue talking about this shit anymore. You know, small steps win the race, right? Oh, I've gone to the wrong. I've gone to the wrong screen. There we go. All right, so that's the video for today. Absolutely crushing it today. $9,000 in a single day across all 3 sessions. I didn't trade all of them. I traded Asia today because I had that annoying typo in my New York alert, which is sucks to be me, right? But hey, money missed is not money lost. That's something I preach a lot. And you know, when I realized my alert was wrong, it was only about 30 minutes into the day or something like that, and I didn't kind of freak out. I didn't go, oh no, what do I do? I just turned it off. I didn't bother with it. You know, it's like, it's fine, whatever. I can't be bothered to go through and tweak all my numbers just for one afternoon. I'll just turn it off. I've already made my money for the day. I'm already up for $1,350, I think it was. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm good. And we'll go again tomorrow and see how we go out for the rest of the week and finish out the rest of May. And from there, we'll see where we are. We'll do some more reviews and check in on the settings and what we want to lock down. So for now, thanks so much, everyone. See you guys tomorrow.
Now it's home like a battle cry. Circuit spark underneath.